Glacier National Park is wild in every sense of the word. From its jagged peaks, alpine glaciers, glistening waterfalls, and the wildlife that greets you at every turn. There isn't another place like it on Earth.
I'm Jack Steward.
And I'm Colton Smith.
We've logged thousands of miles exploring our national parks on ABC's Rock the Park, and Glacier just keeps calling us back.
It changed my life.
Here's our top 10 favorite things to see and do in the park.
At number 10, Lake McDonald. This view perfectly encapsulates Glacier. At 10 miles long and nearly 500 feet deep, Lake McDonald is an awesome example of how glaciers sculpted this entire park.
You'll pass by Lake McDonald on Going to the Sun Road, which is easily one of the best drives in the entire US and number 9 on our list.
You start in the lower areas and you wrap around Lake McDonald. After a while, you're going through some forest and then you see this tunnel. And when you get to this tunnel, it just hits you. You are in the mountains. Oh, wow.
This 50-mile path connects the east and west sides of the park.
Oh my gosh, I'm not looking down.
Going to the Sun Road is not for the faint of heart. There are tight curves and a few spots along the way passengers on the right side of the car can literally look over the edge of the road.
We once tackled Going to the Sun on hand cycles with our buddy Joe Stone, and we noticed things you might miss while zipping along in your car.
Hey guys, if you can turn your head, there's the big shadow of the moon about to go behind the mountains.
Wow, look at that.
Isn't that amazing?
Good eye, man. That's really beautiful.
However you decide to tackle it, this drive takes you to Logan Pass, a popular pit stop in the middle of the park. And at 7,000 feet, the highest point on Going to the Sun Road. And while you're up there, there's a pretty good chance you'll cross paths with some of Glacier's most sure-footed residents.
Other than the grizzly bear, the mountain goats are the symbol of this park. You see them up on these cliffs everywhere with their fancy footwork up on those cliff ledges. Unbelievable.
Logan Pass is also where you can hop on the Highline Trail, which is number 8 on our list. Carved into the Rocky Mountains, the Highline Trail delivers everything the park is best known for: breathtaking vistas and plenty of wildlife.
This is an extremely popular trail, but don't let that fool you. It is the real deal. We're talking about 11 miles through bear country, very exposed with sunlight, so you gotta prepare for this.
The general rule of thumb, adults need about 2 cups of water for every hour of hiking, and children anywhere from 1 to 2 cups. The Highline Trail takes about 6 hours, so figure you'll need almost 3 liters per person. And if it's a hot day, you'll need even more. A hat and sunscreen are a must as well.
The Highline Trail takes you close to number 7 on our list, the Continental Divide Trail, which slices through Glacier for roughly 110 miles from north to south. At one point, the trail traces another one of our favorite hikes, starting at Two Medicine.
The Ptarmigan Pass Trail is the start of a 19-mile loop. We want to get to the Continental Divide at Dawson Pass, nicknamed Awesome Pass, about 11 miles into the backcountry. The payoff is this perch and a bird's eye view of where North America's waters part.
Oh man.
We're sitting on the Continental Divide. That means water flowing west of here goes to rivers that make their way to the Pacific Ocean, while water on the east flows to the Gulf of Mexico.
I just can't get over how gorgeous it is here. This is stunning. Wow, wow, wow.
Beyond the spectacular scenery, Glacier is also known for its incredible wildlife.
Look at that.
There are more than 70 species of mammals here, like bighorn sheep, that will sometimes share the trail with you.
Oh, wow. Man, they're close.
They're right on our path.
Oh, okay. Let's give them a little space.
We don't want to get too close to these guys. They are big animals.
In the parks, wildlife always has the right of way. You wait for them to move before you do, even if that means sitting tight for a while. While bighorn sheep tend to head for the high country, you're more likely to see other animals like moose in lower elevations.
Straight this way.
Oh yeah, I see them.
You can see the rack.
Yep. His antlers are absolutely enormous.
Moose are the largest members of the deer family, and they're huge. They can weigh as much as 1,300 to 1,600 pounds.
Good eye.
We saw this one on the way to another of Glacier's spectacular sights.
You can definitely hear the roar of the falls.
It's our number 5, the Waterfalls. Snowmelt spills over rocks in all corners of the park, creating around 200 waterfalls. Our favorites include Red Rock Falls on the Swift Current Pass Trail and St. Mary Falls on the trail with the same name, which we got to see with none other than Jack Hanna.
What do you see this blue water?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, look at that water.
Oh, yeah.
That beautiful or what?
The water here in Glacier is so blue because of a unique combination of crystal clear glacial melt and the superfine silt churned up by the glaciers as they move. Virginia Falls is also nearby and absolutely worth the extra steps.
See that something?
Oh man, that thing's giant.
Virginia Falls drops more than 100 feet over several different tiers.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. That is awesome.
So is another one of our favorite spots, and number 4 on our list. Just north of these falls is the Many Glacier area, often considered the heart of the park. Here, you can check into a hotel that was designed to establish this park as the American Alps. This historic hotel was built by the Great Northern Railway as a series of chalets to promote Glacier as a great tourist destination.
This view never gets old.
No, it doesn't.
Modern-day visitors use this area as a hub for all kinds of fun. You can set out on horseback for a day, hike to an overnight camping spot, or board a boat for a float past breathtaking scenery.
And not too far from here is a 10-mile trail that takes you up 3,000 feet in elevation to our number 3 pick, the Ptarmigan Tunnel.
All right.
There she is.
Woo! Oh man. It's like a gateway to another dimension.
It basically is.
The 240-foot Ptarmigan Tunnel was blasted through the mountain in the 1930s to allow for passage across this steep ridge.
Into the black. Oh, wow. Wow. Woo! You come out of this black tunnel, and then the whole world just opens up.
It's so profound, the impact these places can have on you. For me, it all started right here. This was the first hike I did in my first national park. The moment I came through that tunnel 6 years ago and I saw this, it changed my life.
Glacier National Park has a way of doing that. And so does our number 2 pick, the bears.
Oh my gosh.
Hundreds of grizzlies and black bears live in Glacier. We happened upon this huge grizzly during our hike to Ptarmigan.
Oh my gosh, guys,
Where?
hurry up, we gotta go. There's a bear that's really close to us. Whoa.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Oh, he's coming
are
right up.
Are you rolling? Okay. Okay. All right, so we have a grizzly bear. We've got a big grizzly bear.
He's probably 300, 400 pounds? Maybe bigger.
Maybe
He might
even
be like
bigger.
600.
He could be 500 to 600 pounds.
What's cool about this grizzly is he's got the really light brown coat that makes him look like one of the brown bears up in Alaska.
Like most bears, grizzlies prefer to avoid humans, and they hate being surprised. So we want to make sure he sees and hears us.
Here he comes, right down there. Hey, bear! Trying to shy him away from the trail.
Ew. He's fully aware of our presence. He's kind of going about his business and then just going. We've got our bear spray ready in case he decides to come any closer, but he seems more interested in looking for moths or berries down by the creek.
And now, our number 1 attraction, the glaciers. At one point, this area was home to 150 of these massive sheets of ice. Today, there are fewer than 30, and this is one of the most famous.
Grinnel Glacier is actually one of the most photographed glaciers in the park. They have photographs dating all the way back to the mid-19th century. It's actually one of the reasons why they're able to tell how much it's receded. Most scientists believe that by 2030, the majority of glaciers in Glacier National Park will not be here anymore. It's all the more reason why you need to come here. Learn about what's happening to these glaciers, what's happening to our climate. We can see them right in front of us, and day by day, we're losing them.
That's our top 10 list of things for Glacier. We'd love to hear your favorites, so feel free to comment below.
For more information, check out the links below. And if you like this video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, where you'll find more lists like this and full episodes of our adventures in national parks and other public lands.